Hey guys, how's it going? DUJ2 here, and welcome back to Fortnite Save the World. And guys, season 9, we've had almost a full day. I'm gonna call it a full day because I've been playing non-stop all day long since the update dropped. It's been a long day, but we've had a full day of playing with season 9 version 9.00. And as you guys know, what I like to do whenever we have a big update like this is at the end of the day, I like doing a little video kind of like just summarizing the experience of the day. And yes, I know. Before you guys say anything, this is going to focus on the negative aspects of the game or things that were not included in the patch notes, because there are certain things like the military weapons that were not in the patch notes. We had no idea until we logged in and we were like, oh, look at that. The military weapons are back, the military set is back, but not how we thought it would be. And also a lot of different bugs. And you know what, again, before I continue, I have to say, I'm not trying to be negative here. I definitely want this to be a positive experience where all of you guys, if you've been encountering some of these issues that we're going to talk about, that you can understand, that you can, be like you're not alone. If you need to understand how to report things, we'll talk about that, where to go, how to let, the developers and Epic Games know if you're encountering some issues and what you can do to try and fix them. So that's the point of this video. It's definitely to focus on, I want to focus on the good, but also focus on, like if there are issues that need to be talked about, definitely we're going to talk about that. And like I said too, a big part of this video is definitely to talk about the things that we were not told about. Things that you may not know changed in Save the World. And you may be like, whoa, why was that not? I don't know why it was not in the patch notes, guys. A lot of the stuff that we're going to talk about wasn't in the patch notes. Maybe they ran out of space, maybe they forgot to add it, but there are some very key interesting things that I want to talk about because I think that they are really awesome, or in negative. But before we keep going, guys, I have to say huge thanks to everyone. All of you guys who came to the streams today, thank you very much. Today has been a very long day. For those of you who don't know, I started streaming last night. I streamed all night long. We waited for the update. We talked about it. We saw when the new version came out and everything. It's been crazy, guys. It's been a crazy long day. I have played so many of the new missions. I had to take a moment to kind of rearrange my thoughts because it was all jumbled in my brain. But we're going to talk about it now. And thank you very much, guys. Thank you for hanging out with me. It was a fantastic day. We had so much fun. Thank you, everyone who played with me. And also thank you to everyone who is supporting me in the Supporter Creator Program. For those of you who don't know, which I think everyone knows by now, you can support a creator, your favorite creator, in the Supporter Creator Program. And anytime you spend V-Bucks in the game, it helps them out. And thank you. All of you who used the Supporter Creator, my code to buy, to buy things, to buy llamas in Save the World, to get some more of the new tickets, to get the military weapons, which also we're going to talk about that because a lot of people were getting spring tickets, or everyone who is in Battle Royale, buying the Battle Pass. Thank you. You guys are amazing. I appreciate you all so very much. Thank you very much. It really helps me out. You guys don't understand just what a big impact that makes to a small creator like me. Thank you very much. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. So let's jump into this, guys, and we're going to separate this video into three main parts. We're going to talk about bugs, we're going to talk about the military Llama and the military set, and we're going to talk, I know it's a little weird, but we're going to talk about the blasters because it's important to me. It's very important to me. Let's start off by talking about bugs. So the best place that we can start is going to be over on the Trello board. Now, if you don't know what the Trello board is, it is a fantastic place where you can actually kind of just see there all of the current issues that are being seen in creative, in mobile, in Switch, in Battle Royale. But we care about Save the World right here, which right now we're looking at degraded console performance. Exploration badge is not being granted when fully exploring the zone. Trap vault durability is not reset when returning to Storm Shield after war games. Wow, that's a big one. Event store items have the incorrect gold cost. War games may show the incorrect rewards in the UI, etc., etc., etc. A lot of these other ones over here. There's one where you can crash. Players may crash after placing blue glow in a radar scanner. Be careful. Save the world objective UI can be cut off in the UI. Several different things here that you can go take a look at it. Of course, I will leave a link down below. You can go straight to it and check it out yourself, because I do feel it is a very important thing to be caught up in. If you're experiencing one of these bugs, you're not alone. And if you're experiencing a bug that is very, very bad or a hitch, then you can report it. You can report it here into the Trello board. Just sign up for the Trello board, report it there. You can report it also on Reddit. It really, really helps out, because it helps out for other people to be like, hey, I'm not the only one. And also the developers who may not be aware of an issue will be able to address it and be made aware of it. So that's very important. The first one we're going to talk about, of course, is going to be the degraded console performance. Guys, for those of you on Xbox, I'm really happy to hear that many of you are able to play again. Some of you are still reporting some issues, but this is an in development ongoing issue, so they are trying to work out the bugs. If everyone in Xbox is able to come back to the game and play, that is fantastic to me. I'm very happy with that. Next, the exploration badge is not being granted when fully exploring the zone. This was called to attention. Now, I get it. I always just try and explore the whole zone, but I always forget to look to see if we got the exploration badge or not. So I think it's really good that they are addressing this, because of course you guys know that is one of the requirements in one of the side missions, or the, what are they called, those missions. There's some missions where that's an important one to do, so that will help out. This is a big one for those of you who have been jumping into war games. I don't know if everyone has. I think war games is really interesting. I'm coming out with some videos about war games very soon, probably tomorrow, because I really want to jump in and talk about it. It's interesting. I think war games is very, very interesting. I actually was going to talk about it tonight, but I decided instead to do this video because there were a lot of issues that I want to talk about after playing with, the new version 9.00 all day long. But this one is important, guys, to note. Now, for those of you who may not understand, the way that war games works is, and SSDs now, whatever you build before you start the mission, when you end the mission, it's like a simulation. It's like the Matrix. Everything, gets cleaned up, and everything, no matter what the husks or the environment destroyed or you destroyed during the mission, everything returns to its pre-mission state. So whatever you built. Now, be careful, because any traps or buildings that you put down during the mission will also disappear. So be very careful with that. But there apparently trap durability is not being properly reset, which means that your items that should be reset to its original durability may eventually end up disappearing because the durability continues to tick on. Now, because of this, if you are very, very careful with your traps and you don't have a lot of materials, I would say be careful. Maybe even hold off for a minute until they fix this, because it's possible that your traps the durability will continue and they will end up going away, or they may end up just disappearing on you. So be very careful, especially if you're grinding through war games or if, like I said, traps are a very valuable commodity. The materials are for you. The event store gold cost. This is a funny one. I'll show it to you guys if you haven't already seen it. I would also recommend, I haven't tried it. I don't think I've tried it. Ooh, what's the okay, nothing good. So up here, if you guys can see, this mythic black Garden is 3,200 gold. This Dragon Scorch, oh, they did fix it already. Oh, never mind, they fixed it. Okay, cool, they fixed it. So there was another guy in here, and he was worth 4,000 gold. So okay, cool. So it seems like it has been fixed. Never mind about that. It was just a funny little one. War games may show the incorrect rewards in the UI. And you know what? I'm going to let you guys go through the rest of these, because there's nothing really here that I really want to talk about or explain. Just definitely, go ahead and take a look at them and make sure that you can, if you're having a problem, make sure to see if it is the problem you're having. And if you're having a problem that you can't see, then definitely go ahead and, send them a ticket, open a support ticket. To open support ticket, just go up here, go to feedback, and you can enter a bug or a comment. Very easy. Or like I said, you can go to Reddit or Trello as well. Now, for me personally, I have had a very bug-free day. Apart from a couple of graphical things that we saw, a little bit of lag I experienced, and a funny little one over in the destroying encampments. Above every encampment, there was a little block. It was like a placeholder. It's just a graphical thing. I've reported them. I haven't really had any major game-breaking, things that have happened. I also haven't really been paying that close attention, especially in the last few hours of playing. So I don't know. I don't know if I was missing something or something else went down. But again, like I said, I think it's been a pretty bug-free day for me personally. I know some people out there are experiencing some major bugs. So again, I would say, definitely, I know it's hard to say, stay positive because, I mean, of course, it's going to affect you. It's not just a game, but it's very important that if it doesn't make you happy, you don't, try and force yourself to do it. At least I feel that way. So please definitely, just if you can report it, try and, show if you can recreate the problem. It really does help out for the developers, and hopefully they can fix it very soon. Now, the only thing I want to talk about in here is going to be, I do feel, and I don't know if it's just me, but I do feel a little bit like how can I put this? The difficulty of the area. Ooh, there's one. Ooh, it's a 4-player mission. The difficulty of the area seems very interesting. I was struggling a little bit. Granted, I did mostly 128 missions today, but I don't know if it's just it's the new areas or what it was. I felt a little like ooh, that was a good one. I definitely felt like things were not as easy as they were. Maybe the difficulty has changed a little bit. I don't know. We're gonna have to take a look. Actually, since we're here on the map already, let's go ahead and jump in. I'm just gonna jump in really quick because we gotta talk about this. We're gonna finish by talking about the military items, but before we continue, I do want to talk about something in the game. Now, graphically, yes, a lot of other things have been fixed. I will say I did notice that the rocks, I mentioned this before, rocks were weirdly looking like pixelated some places. They look crisp again. The areas look fine. The interaction with husks is great. So let's talk about Mr. Oh man, can I get I don't know, man. We need some major F's because our dear beloved blaster, our Red Eyes, is no longer a Red Eyes. For those of you who don't know, I've been playing this game for since the beginning. Actually, 2 weeks before it came out, I pre-ordered, and ever since then, ever since the beginning, the blasters, I've always called them Red Eyes. Why? Because we thought that they were actually shooting lasers from their eyes, when in reality their eyes just lit up purple, actually, not even red, and the lasers coming from their mouth. But we thought that they were Red Eyes, and that's what we've called them forever. But unfortunately, you can no longer call them Red Eyes. They are no longer Red Eyes. They are now giant blobs of, I don't even know what they are. Oh, I went into a 128, didn't I? Okay, so more than likely I'm gonna end up getting killed here because let's see, because it's gonna, oh, of course, now that I want to find one of you guys, I can't find any of you, can I? Alright, let's go keep looking. So anyway, so if you guys have already seen, I'm sure you've already seen them. You've seen the new blaster format. They look like big blobs of blob. They no longer have the big giant head or the skinny body. They look really big and chubby and kind of droopy. We're gonna get one here. Wait, can we get one here? No, these are gonna not. Nope, there's not gonna be one there. Wow. Please tell me there's one down here. Are you serious?
This encampment is not active.
Wow. Okay, well, and even a storm chest. I mean, we could probably try and summon a storm chest, but I would end up getting killed.
May become active later.
Wow. Okay, so anyway, let me talk, while I go look for one, let me talk about the Red Eyes, or sorry, the blasters, because we can't call them Red Eyes anymore, and how I feel about them. I feel like, yes, they have been considerably nerfed. They look very different. They are not as aware anymore. You can actually run around and dance around on one without them even noticing that you're there. You can it takes them a much longer time to react to you and attack you. And the more important thing is you can actually dance around them now to avoid their blast. Not entirely though. Their blast is not entirely. You're not entirely protected from their blast. Are we not going to find a single one? It's like whenever you want to find something, you can't find it, can you? Goodness gracious, guys! I should have just opened that storm chest. I'm sure. Well, maybe we would have gotten one. But you can. Ooh, here's something else too. If you guys haven't seen this, this is a new one. Let me switch over to this. Well, I can't even do this right now because I'm gonna die. But the skeet, if you activate that, it's gonna be shooting stuff, and you can go ahead and. Wow, this is gonna be crazy. You can go ahead and play that little mini game. You know what? I'll show it to you some other day. We're not gonna worry about it right now.
Found one. Check out your
You know what? We're gonna try this. If we get a red eyes, great. If we don't get one, I understand too. Whatever. There it is. There's one. Okay, so here's one. All right, see, check it out. Look at that. 1 time, 2 times, 3 times it hit me. Now, this is something I said I was going to die as soon as I encountered one. Of course, we're going into a level 140. But these giant guys, there he is. He's right there. Look at him. Look at him. He's truly a Cyclops now. That's all they are. No. Yeah. I don't know. You tell me what you think about them. I personally feel that they are okay. Their reaction time is not as fast. They look pretty interesting. But you can juke them now. You can actually try and stay away from them. So before, where it felt like the second that they zone in on you, it was like impossible for them to... it was impossible for you to get away from them shooting you. You know, it was impossible. So now you can actually kind of, you know, jump around, move around, and they will miss. They will actually miss some shots now. So that's good. That's good to know. They're still incredibly powerful. They are deadly. You get 2 or 3 of them stacked up against you, and they will zap you out of existence in a flash. But you know what? Personally, for me, I think it's a nice change. I do like the fact they're a little slower, and they're... you know what? They're not as intimidating now. I mean, before I would see a red eyes and I would be like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna die. Now I'm like, you know, it's okay. It's okay. All right. Last thing I want to talk about is going to be the military items and the military llamas. So we were not told. We were not told that we were going to get military llamas in the game. We were not told that this is going to come back. We were told that there was going to be a favorite set that was going to return. We didn't know it was going to be the military set. We didn't know it was going to be that. And we also didn't know it was coming back as a llama. So how do you get them? You have to use 500 summer tickets. How do you get summer tickets? Do missions in the game or play war games. I highly recommend, if your war games is not bugged, you can grind it. You can grind thousands upon thousands of tickets very fast. Tens of thousands, actually. You play all day, I guarantee you, play several hours of war games and you will have 10,000 tickets in no time, which you can then use to get the military items. What military items are available in there? So far, it seems that all of the Shadow Ops heroes can appear there. So all of these can appear from there. And all the military weapons supposedly have appeared. I have had people tell me that they have gotten quad launchers and obliterators. I have not seen any screenshots yet. If you guys got one, congratulations if you did. But there are wraiths, lynx, tigers, bobcats, hacksaws, ground pounders, crossbows, bald eagles, whispers, and silent specters. And no, you cannot research these. You can only get them from the llamas. Okay. Now, the one thing I'm going to tell you that, well, of course, by now I'm sure you've realized this, but the one thing I feel that is extremely interesting about this is not the fact that you can pull them from the llamas, but the fact that these are no longer static. The perks are no longer static. Whereas before, Every single person, everyone who got, let's say you got a tiger, when you got it from the shop, every single tiger was going to come with hitting 5 hits in a row, increases range weapon damage by 30% for 10 seconds. Now you can get an affliction one. You can get an affliction one. I've heard of affliction ones. I've heard of snare ones. I've heard of explosive headshot ones, which is what I would like, I think, or a crit one. I wouldn't mind a crit one. And that can happen with the tiger. It can happen with the bobcat. It can happen with the hacksaw as well. A hacksaw with affliction sounds absolutely incredibly fun to me. I want one of those. It can happen with the wraith as well. So I don't know if it can happen with the obliterator, and of course the quad launcher already came with affliction. But if you have an obliterator with actually, I don't even know. I think this is the best for the obliterator. Maybe if there was an increase in impact one or something like that. Maybe. But yeah, so that's something that is different. And oh, also very important, no, you cannot get the typewriter. The typewriter was not part of this particular military set. So no, for everyone who's been asking, you cannot get it in that set. You can't get it in this Llama. At least so far that it is. Maybe someone's gotten it, who knows. But finally, the last thing about the military weapons that I'm going to say is I think this is very, very interesting that we're going to be able to get these different stats. I think that's amazing. I think that's really incredible that you can get the different perk. That's something that wasn't told. We weren't told at all. And I think it would be really great if maybe there could be a little post from Save the World, from Fortnite, telling us what is possible to pull in these llamas, maybe even a percentage. I have also been told by people that you should be careful if you are going to be pulling from these llamas. Be careful because it's possible that you may, if you do a big batch of them, the duplication protection is not working, so it's recommended to do one at a time. I don't know if that's true or not, but let me know if you guys had that experience. But yeah, that's it, guys. That's it. I'm gonna leave it there, guys. That's all. I know there's more stuff that I want to talk about. I actually have a very long list over there of things that I want to talk about, but we've already run out of time right now. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know how you guys feel. Even though tomorrow is supposed to be my day off, I'm going to be streaming all day tomorrow because there is so much I want to do. This game is absolutely taking it to a next level. I really appreciate the hard work they've done. I hope to see more in the future. But I'm going to leave it there, guys. Thanks a lot for watching. As always, I am DUJ2. This has been Fortnite Save the World, taking a look at all of the bugs and things that happened today, as well as some things that popped up in the game that were not in the patch notes, and also that blaster, man. I don't know. I think it was a good move. I kind of wish that he still looked the way he did before. He was a lot scarier to me before. Thanks a lot, guys, and I'll see you guys next time. See ya.